Hey everybody, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Good, good. Well, I just want to thank y'all for coming to my PD on Zoom. I really appreciate it. We're going to be covering some exciting topics today. And I just am curious, how many of you guys have used Canva before? Okay, all right. We got a few of you, but some of you look very clueless, and that is perfectly okay because we are going to discuss everything, and I am your guide. I am your how-to when it comes to Canva. I am more than happy to help you guys, and I know your students will love you for using it, and you have come to the right place to take your lessons and engagement and student motivation to the next level. So let's go ahead and get started today, all right? All right. So today, the lessons that we're going to be covering, we're going to be talking about what is Canva, basic overview, how to use Canva in the classroom, what does research say, and any questions that you may have, I'll be happy to answer for you. And this is just because this Zoom lesson ends does not mean that I'm not available to come to your classroom one-on-one and help you and teach you anything you want to know. If you have any questions, my email, crystalkorikov@kirbyschools.org. You're more than welcome to call me, message me, email me, anything you need. I will be more than happy to help you. So Canva is a free graphic design platform that is great for making engaging presentations, creating fun assignments for students, and interactive group projects for students. What does the research say about Canva? Well, y'all, the research says that Canva can serve several purposes. One is to create concrete abstracts idea among students, to help motivate them, to help them remember prior knowledge, and to make learning more effective. Now, let's get to the fun part. Let's head over to Explore Canva. Alright, so you guys can get a free Canva education account with your school email. So all you have to do is go to education, then become an education creator, and here we are. We go right here, this little puppy right here, get verified. That's what you're going to want to click on, and that is going to be able to set up your account. There is a little recording down here that I really enjoy because it just gives you a little idea of some things that you can do with your class. It will set up and you can add your class on Canva for free, obviously, and your class can chat with you back and forth, and it is really engaging. As you can tell, she's got this activity PowerPoint slide, and she's got icebreaker activity, and one of her students wrote to her, "This is a very fun activity." Then today's English lesson and worksheets, all on Canva. There's lots of video, fun facts you can make about the planet, group science projects, weekly planner you can use, all kinds of awesome sources on here. 100% free. They even have a really great Facebook community that has plenty of resources also. But let's go back to the basics. So, one way I love to use Canva is for my classroom is by just having these awesome templates that make writing so much more engaging for our students. Who here has ever had a student feel very overwhelmed with their writing? When you give them that blank piece of paper, they just shut down and they're not engaged, they're overwhelmed, and they have writer's block. Yep, you guys know what I'm talking about. Good to hear it. Well, we've got a solution for that, and that is Canva writing on Canva. Writing, I don't know what it is, you guys, but writing on Canva makes students motivated, makes them happy, makes them want to write, and they don't feel overwhelmed. So as you can see here, here's a template. It says students descriptive writing journal, and they can write their name. So let's write Crystal's descriptive writing journal. Then it's a 5-minute descriptive journaling. And they have the ability to share this with you, and you can leave feedback right there in the comments, and you can just start typing away. Alright, well that's not what I meant to do. So if we go to here, text, add subheading, make it a little smaller, we can click and drag. Over the summer, I went to my grandma's house. You get the point. There's a lot you can do with it. And you can leave feedback. That's one way to use it. Okay? And they can all save this as well. File, save. Everything is saved on Canvas automatically, so that's also a great thing. So infographics. Here's a fun infographic that students can use to write about whatever they've learned, or you can even use them. So if you go here, like let's say you're teaching on sea animals. So here's a couple infographics that you can include for your students when you're teaching them. We can even zoom in on this so we can see better. Alright. And you can add, like this is in a different language as you can see, but you can add, like let's say you wanted to do a presentation on turtles, or if your students wanted to, turtles. This presentation is on sea turtles. So you want to get rid of this, you're going to just click on it. You could just press delete. Go here to elements, type in sea turtles. Which one do we like, guys? I agree, he looks like a fun little buddy. Let's put him here. What do we know about sea turtles? Well, let's just say sea turtles are this infographic. Are you following me? Are you with me? Good, 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 good. So what did we say sea turtles were? Are endangered. That's right. And your students, you can make these for your students, or your students can do them after they've learned on a topic, and it just makes it so much more fun for research. And you could even write like what endangers them. Let's say plastic water bottles. Plastic water bottles. So we can put, delete this jellyfish. Let's say, let's put a water bottle there. Oh, that's too big. We can shrink it. And to make it definitely more of the message we want, no water bottles in the ocean. Alright, that's how easy it can be. Let's look at something else we can do. Alright, so let's say we want educational presentations. Canva is amazing for putting your content in awesome formats that engage students and make it the learning fun. So here we have some pre-made ones. Let's check out this one. So your title goes here. Let's see, click on this. Alright, you can add your own agenda. It says add an agenda page today, your topics, what we're going to be learning about. And it's all set up in a nice, easy format. There's definitely more options here, you guys, in Canva than PowerPoint presentation. And it's all completely free. And plus, you have access to over 1 million stickers or elements here that you can add anything. So we can just, we're going to be writing here, let's say, welcome to English class. Really sit down for class, please. Please grab and this can be on your presentation on the board when the students come in, and you can write anything you like. The options are just limitless. I think that pretty much concludes everything I wanted to show you. I mean, we can just mess around with this for hours, but if you go here to education, there's tutorials, courses, webinars just for educators. There's a community of educators on Canva that share their designs, and it is an awesome thing that will really help your students. So that concludes our PD for today, and we will be, for those of you who would like another session, we will be offering another session that's going to be held next week. We're going to kind of go into the details, and I'm going to show you an example of how I would use Canva in the classroom and how I would use it incorporating a lesson that has already been pre-made, how I can put it into Canva and kind of make it a more immersive, engaging digital literacy experience for my students. And that's going to be held next week. And I thank you guys for coming here and just kind of getting that overview of Canva and how it can be useful for you. I hope you got something out of it. If you have questions, I'm going to be staying after. You can ask me. I can directly answer them. You can also email me, or I'll leave them in the chat, whatever you prefer. And there will be a brief survey that will be emailed to you asking you about how the presentation was. I do use that feedback very constructively, so if you can find a minute, please find a minute to leave that feedback. I do take it to heart, and I want to make these PDs meaningful for you guys. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll stay after for questions. That's a great question. Yes, you can use this for math. So her question is how can I use Canva with math? And there is a lot of templates on here for math. Sorry, I'm in the wrong area. So you can use graphs here, as you can see right here, and you can type in, these are completely editable, everything here, the numbers, and you can type in, let's say 29%, 19%, yes. So there is a lot, you can use it for math as well.